Hello, my name is Anne Marie Bayer. I will tell you how my favorite soup is made. I call it creamy potato soup. It's similar to old traditional German soup. I don't know if what I make is that recipe, but this is how I make mine. If I'm cooking for one person, I use 1.5 potato, or 3 if it's 2 persons. I wash and cut the potatoes into 4 to 8 pieces and set it aside in water to prevent it from turning brown. The soup is made in a pressure cooker. 1 cup of water for each person. I drain all the water from the potato, put them in the pressure pot. The cooking time varies depending on the stove and the flame. It's important to notice when the steam starts to come out. In about 1 to 2 minutes, you'll turn the stove off. Don't take the weight off from the pressure pot. Let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. You don't want the vapor to escape too fast. When you take off the cover, look to see if there's starch from the potato stuck to the sides of the pressure cooker. Wipe that away. Then transfer the potatoes with some of the water into a food processor. Puree until it's smooth and creamy. You can put it into another saucepan, but to save me from having too many dishes to wash, I put it into the bowl I had the water and potatoes in. Then back into the pressure cooker. If it's too thick, I add water. It should not be hard to scoop up with a spoon. Let me backtrack. Use a little oil to saute an onion until it's brown to your liking. The size of the onion is based on the number of people the soup is for. Add that and your favorite spices to the soup. I add a bit of salt, pepper, and a pinch of white pepper, curry, and cumin. I also add a bit of margarine. That is my substitute for the cream in the traditional German recipe. I let everything slow cook for another 10 to 15 minutes so the onions can combine. The last thing I do is wash and mince some parsley and sprinkle that on top. The soup is ready. It's good with French bread, or you can have it with a salad. I usually make enough to last me a week, so when I get home, it is ready. It is good for winter, fall, and any time before spring.